What up, guys? It's Blackwing 2040. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. It's time for another Retro Throwback. I know I haven't done this in like, 6 months, if I'm right? I forgot when was the last time I know the last Retro Throwback I did was Rocket Power, and that was a Nickelodeon show. And this time, I'm changing it up this time. This is going to be the order of Retro Throwbacks. Cartoon Network, Disney, Nickelodeon, superhero, meaning any superhero show I used to watch growing up or any superhero show that you guys remembered. So that's going to be the order from now, and it's in effect starting with this video, and this time we're doing another superhero show because I only talked about one superhero show, and that was Spider-Man the Animated Series. So this order, I feel like it works, alright? So that's going to be the order from now on. Remember that, guys. Cartoon Network, Disney, Nickelodeon, and then a superhero show. It works perfectly. It fits. It really fits. So anyway, since we're doing a superhero show, I'm wearing a Batman shirt, and we are going to talk about one of the best superhero shows of the 90s. If you're thinking Batman the Animated Series, no. The other best superhero show of the 90s. That show, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Batman Beyond. What is there to say about the show? The show was a masterpiece. It was just... the concept of the show was just... I loved it. It was just awesome. I binge watched this series like probably one time. I have my fair share of favorite episodes in this series. It's just so awesome. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what Batman Beyond is. Well, for those who don't know what Batman Beyond is, Batman Beyond, I'm surprised I didn't have this up in my notes when I was bringing this up. Silly me. But anyway, Batman Beyond is a show that takes place in the future where Bruce Wayne has retired as Batman because he's getting old. Batman doesn't live forever. And just because he's Batman doesn't mean he can do everything. Okay? So, in the years after Batman has retired, crime has, I would say, gone up in a little bit. Bruce Wayne has sold his company to someone else called, Derek Powers. I was like, wait a minute, what's his name? Derek Powers. So Bruce Wayne sells his company to a man named Derek Powers. He lives in Wayne Manor by himself with his trusty dog companion, Ace the Bat Hound, which I'm surprised Ace made so many appearances in comics back in the olden days, and Ace doesn't make an appearance until this show. Awkward. But anyway, Batman Beyond has aired from 1990. I think it's 1999. Yes, 1999 all the way to 2001 with 3 seasons and 52 episodes. So, as we continue, we go to a modern day Gotham City, which is probably in the year 20... I think it's the year 2040? I bet that, and that's probably how I got, my name, Blackwing 2040. That's where the 2040 came from, guys. I think. But yeah. Anyway, so we are introduced to a new individual named Terry McGinnis who has a younger brother named Max and 2 parents, well, for now. And he meets up in Bruce Wayne in an odd way. He gets into a confrontation with a gang called the Jokers, who are pretty much a trademark of, the Joker and anything circus or clown clothing. So Bruce and Terry handle off these Jokers like with ease, and then suddenly he sneaks into the Batcave and sees that Bruce Wayne is Batman. And of course, Bruce tells him to leave, and he said Gotham City needs a Batman, and Bruce says Gotham doesn't need a Batman. Batman is finished. So Terry goes back to the Batcave, sneaks in, steals the new Batsuit, and I have to say this suit pretty much is a gadget all by itself. I mean, come on. It has rocket boots, explosives on the belt, shoot batarangs from its wrists or shurikens. I could be wrong. It's pretty much one big gadget with so many other gadgets in it. That's what's awesome about this suit. And also, we also get a super cool Batmobile. I love the Batmobile in this show. It just, ugh, a flying Batmobile. That's pretty much putting the Batwing and the Batmobile together, and boom, what do you get? A flying Batmobile. I love it. So, if you're wondering what the villains are in this, we get our new different kind of rogues gallery in this season, and it's a really good rogues gallery, if I might add. You have Blight, who is also Derek Powers. His villain name is Blight. An accident causes him to. How he became Blight was he came in contact with some radioactive chemicals, and then his whole body started deteriorating, and his whole body became like this acid. His skin pretty much melted, but his body is nothing but a radiated he pretty much looked like a radiated skeleton, if I may say, and very threatening, if I might add too. So yeah, you have Blight, you have Ink, who's this shape-shifting woman that could, change her size, her shape. I was about to say personality. No. She can only change her size and shape, and she's very liquid when she moves around. You have Spellbinder, whose main power is like mind control using this, I think, this special eye that he has in his suit. And his whole suit design is kind of similar to like the hypnosis spinning wheel that you would see in media all the time. You have what's his name? Shriek, who is pretty much a villain that deals with sound waves. You have Mr. Freeze makes an appearance for one episode. I'm not going to explain what happens to him, but for those who do know, you know what happens to Mr. Freeze in Batman Beyond. And you have, I feel like there's someone else I'm missing. Oh yes, we also get the Royal Flush Gang in this season. The Royal Flush Gang in this season, I love what they did with the Royal Flush Gang in Batman Beyond. They build off of each other, and yet there's turmoil with the Royal Flush Gang as well as with how Terry interacts with them as well, because 10, who is a female, well, this is the members of the Royal Flush Gang. Of course, you got your King, Queen, Jack, 10, who is a girl, and Ace, who is a strong, powerful android, and Ace has no face. Yeah, get it? Ace face. Anyway, Terry forms a relationship with 10, and then he sees that she's part of the Royal Flush Gang. And this was kind of felt like, Bruce's relationship with Catwoman, because, Catwoman was a villain. This is pretty much a younger version of doing this, and I love how the show did this as well. It was just so awesome. And what else can I say about this show so much? It has so many I almost forgot about the Justice League episode in this show. This show was before Justice League. No, I'm wrong. This show aired pretty much. Justice League aired in November of 2001. The show Batman Beyond ended in 2001 of December. But there was a 2-part Justice League episode where you had members. It wasn't like our Justice League with Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. It didn't have them. We had Big Barda, Warhawk, who is supposed to be Green Lantern and Hawkgirl's son, Aquagirl. Her name wasn't Tula. I forgot what her name was, but it wasn't Tula. And a Green Lantern named Kai-Ro, who was only made for this show. Only for the show. But yeah, that's pretty much Batman Beyond in a nutshell. And if you heard the theme of the show, you know how epic that theme of the show is. It's just, the guitar riffs in the show. It was awesome. And we also get a feature-length film for this show. We get a feature-length movie for Batman Beyond, and it's one of my #1 favorite DC animated movies of all time, Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. I definitely recommend watching that movie for any Batman fan, because it's like a legacy passed down from the original to the predecessor. It's like a passing of the torch. Bruce has fought the Joker many times during his career as Batman, and then Joker comes back again in the future. Bruce doesn't want Terry to fight him, and then, you know what? Bruce is like, okay, I think it's time for you to fight the Joker. It's like a passing of the torch with this whole series, and that's why I love Batman Beyond so much. I recommend Batman Beyond, guys. It's definitely up there as one of the best cartoons of all time, especially in the 90s. The 90s for sure. It's awesome. So I would play the theme for you guys, but of course I can't. But you guys have probably heard the theme so many times. You know how awesome it is. You know how it rocks, and it's amazing. So something I forgot to mention. Terry McGinnis had made other appearances in other DC TV shows like Justice League Unlimited, and he had one appearance in Static Shock. Aha! I bet you guys, some of you didn't know that. And you guys know how I would say Static Shock is really underrated. I feel like the show needs more credit as it is, as well as Static being a hero. You know how awesome Static Shock is, guys. But anyway, I recommend Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond. Watch it. Only 52 episodes, 3 seasons. I think you can get that show done in like about 10 days, I guess. Depends on how many episodes you watch each day. But watch Batman Beyond. Watch Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. Awesome series. It's just awesome. But in the comment section below, for those who have watched Batman Beyond, tell me what was your favorite episode or favorite moment from Batman Beyond, period. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, guys, click that little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified by every video that I upload. And, of course, I am Vengeance. I am Darkness. I am Blackwing. Stay golden.